Hey all, my name is Kurt. Hey, this is Trent. Guess what we're doing today? Quit picking your ear, dude.
I remember us doing a video about this not too long ago.
Let's stop. We're going to do that again.
That was good. I got an itch.
Guess what we're doing today, pal?
I remember having a lineup similar to this on one show, and it was not a good time.
It wasn't.
So you're throwing me in bad situations here, because I feel like anytime I come up here, you throw a real doozy at me. And
well, you know, and I am laughing because it is funny when I kind of, you know, give you those kind of different subjects that we deal with here. However, in sincerity, I've had a ton of people ask me throughout the last year or so, does a bourbon get better once it's opened?
Okay.
Okay, and I can say, sure. You know, some do. You know that.
Yeah.
I know that.
Oh, I see where you're going with
So
this.
the question even goes deeper, though, because the bottles that are on the bar top tonight were actually in the I Regret Buying These Bourbon video. When was that, even? A year or so ago?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know.
If you haven't seen it, here, I'll put it up this time.
Okay.
I will put it up this time.
The original video has like 517,000 views.
It's our most popular one, yep.
I'm amazed. I'm just shocked by that. I pulled up the video when doing the research for this show, and I was shocked. I didn't even know it was over 500,000, to be honest with you. But what I did is I was just honest, and I went through the bottles, and I just basically explained why I didn't like them, and I just didn't think they were any good. So the question got deeper, getting back to what I was saying before. A lot of people on this video told me, let it open up. Try it again. It could get better. And you know what? They could be right. So the question we want to answer today, we know bourbons do get better when they open up, but do bad bourbons get better when you open up? Are they still always going to be bad?
I'm excited about this.
I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't even taste any of these before the show, Trent. So that's what we're going to do today. The very first bottle we're going to dig into, Trent, is Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 17. Now, on the show, I basically said this one was really harsh and bitter, in a nutshell. Mm-hmm. So, here's your little glass. Let's see what you got there, pal. Jefferson's Ocean Voyage 17.
The nose isn't bad.
No, the nose isn't too bad, really. I mean, it's not deep or anything like that.
Now, hear me out on this one.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I get like a Play-Doh note on the nose on this one.
Huh.
A little bit.
Wow. I can go with that, actually. I mean, it's not bad. It's not deep. You know, I can, actually.
I'm shocked. I thought you were going to look at me like I was insane. No. I might be insane, but...
Well, that's left to be decided.
You know the oof. Dude. The finish isn't bad, but what you get up front is bitter and harsh. And
yeah, it's 90 proof, Trent, and it cost me about $80 at the time.
That's rough for that price.
You know, and $80 is just way too much for that. I mean, I could probably get that down if somebody offered that to me and I had to drink it. But I sure wouldn't pick it. It's still, for 90 proof, it's harsh to me. It's got some bitterness to it. Although I will say, in my memory, I think the bitterness did tame down just a touch in that bottle since it's been open for a year or so. But it's still not that great.
Now, I didn't taste these, I don't think, in the video.
You did not.
So, I don't think I've had any of these either. I've had a couple Jefferson's Ocean products, and I've been impressed. There was a Voyage 23, was like a weeded something.
Yes.
Really good. But this...
You brought home a couple that were actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Let's be honest about it. The one out here I have is Voyage 17, and a couple of them have been pretty good.
Yeah.
And as always, you know, these are our opinions.
Yep.
You know, this is nobody else but our opinion, especially my opinion, because this is the video that I did. And so, if you like any of these bottles or whatever you like, that's all good. It's all good. Drink what you like the way you like it. These are just our personal opinions to share.
And one other note is that just because Voyage 17 wasn't good doesn't mean all the other voyages are bad.
Absolutely not.
Not a huge fan of the 18, if I recall correctly. I actually don't know that I've had this, but the barrel proofs and the regular Elijah Craig, solid. Woodford Double Oaked, solid. So just because Right. Some of these brands are up here doesn't mean they're all bad, so don't shy away from them. Yeah. But these in particular.
Yeah, well, let's move on to the next one. Hill Rock, Solera aged. Okay?
I remember this one. Aged cardboard.
And you're right. I was pretty harsh on this one. I was pretty rude, and it wasn't very nice of me to be truthful, but it was just really that bad, in my opinion. And maybe it's a little better now, and I hope it is, honestly, but it's Hill Rock Solera aged, and it is finished in Napa Cabernet barrels. So,
Solera aged.
A beautiful bottle. I mean, everything looks great on it.
No. No. Wow. I get like a cardboard, honestly.
See? I wasn't lying.
I thought you were just being a little dramatic about it, but
I mean, there's really no, I mean, honestly, on this one, even during the video, there's really no bourbon notes accurately that I could give for this tasting
really,
notes.
There's not.
It's just really tastes, it has a really off-putting note to it, and in reality, it's like if you rip off a hunk of cardboard and you throw it in your mouth and chew on that sucker for a little while. That's kind of what it tastes like. I mean, it's bad to say, but it is what it is. And I did get some in that video. I got some comments of other Hill Rock products that are really good.
They have other products?
Yeah,
I've never seen them.
I got one over there, single malt. I'm working on a single malt show too, and hopefully we'll get it in there.
It's pretty good. You try it?
It's really. I got one little sip.
Okay.
And I wouldn't say it's my favorite. It's definitely not my least favorite, and it's actually pretty decent.
Better than this?
By far.
Okay.
By far.
Cool.
So, yeah, I guess this one I thought might have tamed down a little bit, Trent, so far. This one is still just the same to me as it was before. Moving on down to Elijah Craig 18 year. Now, Trenton, this one's like $150. It's 90 proof. So, this Hill Rock was 92 proof, by the way. Elijah Craig 18 years, 90 proof, about $150. So,
that's steep.
That's pretty steep for a bottle, but it is Elijah Craig.
I was just talking with some guy the other day.
It's got a nice nose.
He mentioned the 18, and he loves it.
Then that's great.
That's super woody.
It's woody on the nose a little bit, but it's pretty nice on the nose. I don't mind it.
I'd have to be in a very particular type of mood to drink this. It's not bad, but it's very abrasive with the wood note on it.
Yeah, I mean, it is 18 years, so it's been in a barrel a very long time. However, I'll be honest with you on this one. I'm pretty much on I haven't bought another 18 year other than this one. Main reason being is because it's $150 and it's 90 proof.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty tame as far as the flavor department. I think a lot of that has to do with the proof. I will tell you this, though. That bottle has opened up a whole lot better than what it was.
Really? Okay.
Even better than this Jefferson's.
Okay.
To be quite truthful with you, this was like chewing on the side of an oak tree when I first opened it up. It was. And honestly, it is there, like you said.
Yeah.
What he is saying is 100% accurate. It is there. It is oaky, but it is an 18 year. I'm not a big fan of the proof. You all right, buddy?
Chewing on the side of an oak tree.
Well, it was at the beginning.
On second sip, it's not as bad. I think I might just be getting used to it, but it's very oaky.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I like it.
I'll be honest with everybody out there, and I'm always going to be honest regardless. I was honest in the original video when I gave my comments towards that bottle, but it's a lot better than what it was. That I'll promise you. All right, let's move down the line. Unfortunately, on the original video, I had a Old St. Nick 12 year. I gave that to my other son, Corey. I don't have it anymore. And so instead, I inserted this bottle, which was in our second video of the Regret Bourbons. And this is I had a lot of comments on this bottle, and that's why I put it in here. But this is the Woodford Chocolate Malted Rye. So, Trenton, on this situation, what they did, I think if my memory is correct, in the mash bill, I have 15% rye, but they roasted it down so much that it had a chocolatey note to the rye in the mash bill. Now, my opinion, it's 90.4 proof. In my opinion, the chocolatey note was very bitter on the original video. So let's see what we got now.
Ooh, dude. No.
Boy, that...
I get a little chocolate at the end, but that's it.
I'm going to be... I mean...
I have to go again, even though it was bad.
That almost seems worse than it was before. It really is. A lot of the notes in that has really become leathery and, you know, my tasting notes are really the dark. It was like an extreme dark, bitter chocolate. And a lot of people commented they love that stuff. But there's a lot more going on there right now than that dark, bitter stuff, and it's just not appealing whatsoever.
You get like an asphalt kind of note. Like I licked freshly poured asphalt.
That's unfortunate because, you know, I heard this year's batch proof was outstanding.
I'm still trying to find that for you.
I know, but that's what I hear. But this one here, it just didn't hit the mark for us. Anyways, all right, we're going to the Kingpin, Trenton. I'm going to get embarrassed once again. At least your mom already knows how much I paid for this bottle.
I think she might have forgotten, and then you're just reopening a fresh wound here.
This is the Kentucky Owl Dry State bottle. Okay, this is the one. I'm going to say it over again. This is the one I paid $1,000 for. Now, that I really believe that was my eye opener, though, because like I've said before, previous, over probably a year and a half ago or so, time before that, I was really zealous in trying to find bottles I couldn't find, and I was purchasing some on a secondary market. This wasn't secondary. That was $1,000 straight up. After that purchase, I was like, okay, I'm not doing that anymore. That's just ridiculous. But regardless, it was their 100-year bottle. I think only 2,000 bottles were available. Blah, blah, blah. We can go on forever. So my biggest problem was, for the money spent, the bourbon just wasn't that exciting. It wasn't bad. It just wasn't that great.
No.
I hate to say it. I don't hate to say it. It is the best taste up on the bar top tonight. I will tell you that.
Really? I disagree.
Wow. What do you like better? Really? It's not a bad... I can understand where you're coming from with that. This one here is, I believe, 100 proof. I think the proof point's a little bit better for me, and I do like that sip a little bit better. But I can see where you're coming from with this one.
I can't find any notes in that, really.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of brown sugar, in my opinion, Trent. It really doesn't have any depth to it whatsoever. It's kind of a one-noter. It's kind of like a little bit of brown sugar caramel, and boom, you're done. That's it. And that's it. So I think the proof point helps it a little bit. It's okay. $1,000? Absolutely not. That was.
What do you think this like? If you knew what the juice in this tasted like, what would you pay for it?
Oh, what would I pay? $60.
Okay.
Yeah, $50-$60.
Yeah.
That's about it. And I even saw, when I was researching a little bit for this show, Trend, there's some online for like $2,000, which some poor sap's going to pay that. It's going to be just...
It's going to be a day ruiner.
It's not going to be good. All right, let's bring this to the close, buddy. The premise of the video when we got started, do bad bourbons actually get better once they have time to open up? We know that some bourbons do get better. That's obvious. We have quite a few of those. But do bad bourbons actually they get better when they have time to open up? What's your thought?
So it's hard for me to say because I haven't had any of the, like, I wasn't a part of the tasting for the original video.
Right.
I will say that based on the notes, because I do remember some of the notes you gave, and just your reaction to them, this seems like it got better. I don't mind it. It's not something that I would drink. This is just not good. This I did enjoy. I'd be interested to try like a neck pour and see how it fares to it aging or opening up a little bit. And
not to interrupt you, but I have heard, similar to what we're talking about with the voyages here, that other Elijah Craig 18-year releases were actually better than there's some that vary now and then. So
this love Woodford Reserve, but this was just a complete miss in my opinion. I get a little chocolate there at the end, but it's hard to find good flavors in that when you're just overwhelmed with. Did I say asphalt?
Yeah,
on this one with asphalt.
That's when you said you liked the asphalt.
This, like I agree. I would pay maybe $40 for that, and it's
I know
it's a shame that they marketed that for $1,000, but based on the notes, it sounds like some of these got better and some got worse.
Well, here's my opinion, because I had them all right when they were open, okay, and I think you did a good job explaining your side of it. But to me, this one actually got just a little bit better. Is it something I'd reach for and pour all the time? No, it's not. But I do believe it got a little bit better. This stayed the same. It's still just as bad. It's just not good at all. It still, to me, tastes like it's been aged in cardboard. I think this one actually got, out of all of them, I was surprised the most about the Elijah Craig 18 year. I do think that one got quite a bit better than what it was before. That oaky kind of tamed down just a touch. And if it's possible, I think this one actually got a little worse. I know that's hard to say, but I don't remember it being, all those other notes being as bad as the bitter chocolate note. But to me, that one really took a slide downhill. Just at the end of it all, Trenton, that's still the same old boring bourbon as it was before. So I don't really sense any change in that one. But hey, good questions though, and it deserved an answer, and it deserved, us checking it out and see what happened with it, because I'm a little bit surprised, to be quite honest with you. I am too. I'm a little bit surprised at a couple of these. Yeah. So that's all we got for you. Hey, thanks a lot for watching. This is some of the stuff we really don't like. What we're going to be at all times is honest with you. And that's a fact. No matter if it's good, bad, or indifferent, we're going to let you know. So, appreciate you all. As always, please drink responsibly. We'll see you next time right down here with the both of us in a good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.